Good morning. Okay, so it's 6:57. We wanted to be on the go earlier than this, but
She wasn't waking up for the
I
alarm.
wasn't waking up. Usually I'm awake before the alarm, just laying there stretching, and then I just
letting the alarms go off to see if you'd move, and there was no movement.
there was
so I
no
just turned
move.
them off. I'm like, okay.
And then at 6 o'clock, she was moving, and I'm like, what time is it? She said 6, and I still just laid there, and I went right back to sleep. And she pulled my eye mask off. She's like, hello, and I couldn't even see. Everything was blurry. I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, so this was the hardest morning I think I've ever had on trail. I have never been asleep that hard on trail. And I didn't feel bad when we got here last night because it felt like we got here early, and I did my thing, and I went to sleep early. But yeah, I guess I just crashed. Yeah. So I don't remember any dreams. I don't remember waking up. I don't remember nothing. I just slept. Yeah. So today is day 2 in the whites. Yay! So this is the type of forest that we're in right now. And obviously nobody's been through here because I'm silk blazing.
Oh, I'm not. Thanks.
Yeah. She's behind me, so she's not getting any. And one just wrapped itself around the phone as I pulled the phone out. That's what made me think of that. Yeah. But I just want to show you. We'll show you anytime the forest kind of changes, but this is what we're in right now. It's pretty cool. I think today we're gonna hit our first hut. I couldn't make it to the shelter last night, so we don't have we didn't pay to camp, so we don't have the cards yet. But that doesn't matter. You can still buy soup and pastries. So I think Faith thinks it's in 10 miles.
Yeah, it's 10 miles.
It's 10 miles. Yeah, so it'd be perfect time to stop, and for sure she can have a bowl of soup and a pastry or whatever, and I'll see if there's anything I can have. If not, I got lots of stuff in my lunch bag. I'm thinking I can get hot water for tea. I'm thinking that's gonna happen, and that would be just fine for me. I don't know where to go. So we're at the Eliza Brook shelter. We stopped in for a little break and filtering water. I didn't know this one was free. So the first shelter when you go over Moose Lock, after you go over Moose Lock, when you come partway down, it's the Beaver Pond Trail, I think. That shelter is also free. This one is free. And it's the next one at Liberty Springs that it's not a shelter, but it's a tent site with a caretaker. And you have to pay to camp there. And that's where you would get your hiker card. It would be $15 a night, unless you buy the card, and then you get $10 for your first night and $5 for each additional night. And then you get free bowl of soup and 2 free pastries at one of the huts of your choice. But anyway, so after we leave here, we're just gonna start getting our stuff together and leave here. We're doing the Kinsmans. There's a South Peak and a North Peak. And then we'll be coming down to our first hut. I forget what the hut's name is, but anyway, we've got about maybe between 5 and 6 miles till the first hut. I know another thru hiker just came when she was here. She told us that she heard that the Kinsmans, when you're climbing, you actually have to put your poles away. So we'll see how that goes. So we'll show you what we can on the way up the double Kinsman and when we get to our first hut. sitting for a minute.
Yeah.
When do you girls hope to be done?
We're attempting to be done by August 21st, possibly.
Of August?
Yeah.
Woo!
It's gonna be
Some
tight.
aggressive ladies.
Well, we're Canadian. Gotta get the peak factor up.
Yeah.
But you've probably been over it.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if it was Moosalok.
Yeah, I'm wondering, yeah.
Might be.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is Hello. Okay, so we yeah, don't face like don't do the whites. It is 6:45, so we're at about 12 hours, and we barely had any breaks. We did take a little bit of a we did have a lunch break at that one shelter. Yeah, we had a few little breaks. We haven't done the math. We haven't looked at it yet. Either between 11 and a half and 12. So we're averaging like a mile an hour. So everybody was kind of warning us and going on and fear-mongering about Moosalok. Moosalok was fine.
Yeah, we held normal speed.
We held normal speed.
The down was slow, but
The down was slow. That's where we lost our time yesterday and everything. And but the Kinsmen, they offer you free slack packing out of the notch, and I think out of the ski lodge. Take it. The Kinsman is no joke. That was some rock scrambling. Our quads are sore. It was fun. Our brains are exhausted. Our brains can't even think anymore. Yeah, we're done. We were hoping you're always positive in the morning when you're looking at things, and we're like, yeah, make it to Liberty Springs Campground, which is what, 4 miles from here? 5?
4.
We would have had to go another 4 miles, and it's like 6:45, and a couple of it would be up. So we're like, yeah, no, not gonna happen. But so we did see that there was some stealth sites around this brook. And so we found one that's big enough for us right there, and that's where we're going to stay. This brook is gorgeous. There was a lot of comments warning about if the water is high. I'll show you it here. We'll be rock hopping it tomorrow. Luckily, the water is not high, but I came down here to get water. We're going to filter our water, do as much as we can tonight. Yeah, see, it looks like there's another site right in there too that you could have used, and there was comments that I think there's some on the north side too, but as soon as we saw one that would work and the trees were safe around it, we took it. So but yeah, that was a rough day. Yeah, it was really rough, but we're at camp now. It's almost 7 o'clock. We're just gonna have something to eat. We did see the one hut. It was pretty busy. We were getting there right at almost supper time. And so we just but they did have some light snacks. think that you can see the mountains up and behind there. Like the baked goods that were left at supper time wasn't that great. Faith didn't want to go in because there was a lot of noise, a lot of people there. But I went in, and they had meat sticks for sale, some gummy bears, some Cliff Bars, like a few things like that. So you can get a light resupply. We were told to have cash, which I think if you're getting the baked goods, you pay cash into this little thing. But for that resupply stuff, he asked me if I was paying cash or card. So I don't know if it's all the huts or just this one. But I think it was called Lonesome Lake. It was beautiful with the lake. That's the other thing we did. We missed the trail and walked all the way onto the other side of the lake, and that's not where we were supposed to go. So we did I think we added I don't know how far we added by making that mistake, half mile anyway. But it was a pretty lake, eh? It was really pretty with mountains all around it. And anyway, so we're going to set up and go to bed. So good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Day 2 kind of sucked.